considered keeping some pets in my office, but soon gave up on the idea. It's just not right to keep small animals where they won't be able to see the sun. A word of advice, don't break the law. Is there anything else? Yeah, seriously, don't break the law.
Alright, it's fine. Let's do this stuff.
Do you know if Shilonen is... Oh, you're up. I figured you'd be taking a nap at this hour.
Oh, yeah, perfect. First Mawika, now Chaska. Did you come all this way just to make fun of me?
Whoa, what a mess! You, looking for something?
Well, I have those secret source automatons to thank for all this. Mawika wants me to come up with a solution. It's like she thinks I'm a miracle worker or something. But I'm not, so to make up for the difference, I've been spending all day sifting through documentation. Anyway, what about you guys, huh? What curveball have you come to throw at me today?
Well,
Hold up. Is she a robot?
We picked her up on the beach near the Flower Feather clan, along with this cryptix. Seems like a message intended for the traveler.
A cryptex? Huh. Still in one piece. I'm surprised you didn't try to blast it open. Let's see here. A Fontanian cipher disk, metal case from Liyue. Looks like this was cobbled together from spare parts, although the inner workings are pretty intricately designed. It's a good thing you didn't try and brute force it.
So Inefa is a truncated word of possibly of unpronounceable. Interesting in Latin. Okay.
Could be a tricky
It
one.
sounds Latin.
Since it
makes
uses
sense.
a combination of several different technologies, I could find...
Thank God she's not at least. Thank God she's not at least, fuck. Oh, damn. Well, we gotta redo this whole scene. Cool.
Do you know if Shilonen is... Oh, you're up. I figured you'd be...
Oh, yeah, perfect. First Moika, now Chaska. Did you come all this way just to make fun?
Whoa.
Well, I have those secret source automatons to thank for all this, but I'm not. Hold up.
We picked her up on the beach near the Flower Feather clan, along with this.
A cryptex? Huh. Still in one piece. I'm surprised. Looks like this was cobbled together from spare parts. Could be a tricky one. I'm assuming it's not.
The only other option is to get our messenger to tell us.
Well, the device in her. I'll see what.
Who voices an FL? Probably some British fairy.
Hey, she woke up.
All I did was stimulate the core. I did not expect that to work.
White. Flying object. Blonde. Traveler. Traveler. Paimon?
Wow. You recognize us?
Task in progress. Deliver message to Traveler and White Flying Companion. Message location confirmed. Status delivered.
You're pretty smart for a robot. Can you tell us the code for the message?
Oh, she's a dope.
Code?
Oh, maybe not so smart after all. A code? You know, like a number that you put in.
Memory. Missing.
What? Memory missing?
Yeah, there's always a snag. Is there anything else you do remember? Besides these two?
Name. Memory missing.
Oh, not again.
You said something about returning home earlier. Where's home for you?
Return home. Task in progress. Memory missing.
Oh, so that's it then. Her memories are gone for good?
Not necessarily, judging by her reaction.
Yeah, but what does that mean for us, though? In words we can understand.
It means she hasn't lost her memories. They're in there somewhere, she just can't access them. Like, when you know something, but the harder you try to remember it, the more it gives you a headache. Is that what's going on?
Finding near synonyms for headache. Cognition mod.
Robots can feel pain.
Well, pain can be a useful parameter. Experiencing pain is how baby humans and saurians learn what to do and what not to do.
Valuable fact.
In a similar vein, I've heard that a lot of highly autonomous machines are designed with negative feedback mechanisms for behavioral regulation.
Whoa, slow down.
Oh, okay, well, if I call it a curse, is that easier to understand? Imagine if you're a big shot shaman from the Masters of the Nightwind and you send your disciple on an errand to the Flower Feather clan. To stop him from treating it like a vacation, you might put a curse on him that causes a physical and mental breakdown if he strays from the right path. That way, you can be sure he'll stick to the straight and narrow and won't go frolicking off.
Jeez. Sounds like the horror story version of Granny.
The point is, manufacturers often hardwire restrictions like this into autonomous machines to make sure they operate as intended.
Yeah, but why would you curse a machine to lose their memories? What purpose could that possibly serve? In her case, all it's done is make it harder for her to complete her tasks.
Task failed. Sincere apologies.
Well, without knowing the exact details of the curse, it's anyone's guess. It seems you responded to the phrase return home. How about we keep talking and see if any other keywords trigger something for you?
Sure. I'm alright. I have assessed the pain level as tolerable. I must complete my task.
Hey, Traveler, have you ever seen a humanoid machine like this? Anywhere else you've been? Ah, of course. Yeah, some of her joints and a few components look pretty Fontanian to me.
Fontaine. They make good pastries there.
Hey! That triggered something! Hey! Oh, find that. So, is Fontaine your...
No.
Oh, okay. Well, that...
You mean her hairpiece? Oh yeah, I think I know what you...
Mondstadt. The maid's
That's it! A maid!
A maid. Okay, that would explain a lot of the...
No.
How come she responds so much faster when the answer is...
Natlanese core, Fontanian joints, Mondstadt hairpiece. She's just like the Cryptex in that sense. A mishmash of parts.
In that case, where exactly is home to you? Is it where you were built?
Home is just home.
I don't know if
Okay.
yeah, her directions.
Feels like this is...
If her cognition is impaired, maybe her
just-
body is the place to look. I found a
mean,
lot of interesting things when I
Karen
was examining her
Strassman
just
is-
now.
I mean, it's fine. You can do whatever for this kind
Do
of
you
thing.
remember this little robot? Apparently, you were together when they found you on the beach.
Kind of want to hear her in Chinese.
Oh,
Nice. So you remember how to switch it on. Now, could you try doing something similar to your...
is this a broom?
Wait! She really...
Wow, very good indeed. Now that...
Are you serious?
Well, if she's a robo-maid, maybe doing some household chores will jog her memory. Yeah,
Hey, come on! The poor thing's only just woken up. Don't you think this is a bit much?
Understood. Commencing task. Sorting large objects.
She's really doing it. Well, guess this counts as progress. Let's see if it leads anywhere.
What the hell? Oh my god. we're
Cleaning floor.
How do you clean the dirty? Oh.
Defensive mode engaged.
I was right.
Sorting small objects. Outlander Brigade. When the wind of death.
Wait, isn't that a light novel that Seat Lolly left here by mistake?
The good thing about being reincarnated as a hilly girl is that I only need to eat sunsetias
Sols.
to become stronger.
Maybe I should keep a closer eye on what Napika's reading.
Introduction of ancient machines. Grammatically elegant and rhetorically sophisticated.
What in the world? That isn't... She's finally done. Huh? Is that a woven scroll down there?
Understood. Cleaning woven scroll.
Wow.
Oh, a relative. No. That's a...
Wait, Baraka?
Yep, she was the first recorded bearer of them. She and her friends went on a mission to defeat the Pyro Dragon. She dismantled many ancient machines built by Dragonkind, hoping to put them to use for the good of humanity. But most of her research was lost to history. It's a real shame. I'm sure we'd all have much easier lives if we had access to all that tech.
What happened? Useful stuff like that normally doesn't just get forgotten.
Ochcon happened. An old friend of the Six who ended up ruling Natlan shortly after the war, and went full tyrant. He despised everything to do with dragonkind, and persecuted everyone who showed any kind of sympathies toward their civilization. He even turned on Ishkik, one of his closest allies. Ultimately, she took her own life, bringing a once amicable friendship to a tragic end.
Ishkik burned her workshop to the ground to make sure Ochcon couldn't get her hands on it. That's the reason most of her research is lost to history.
That's right. One of her friends managed to preserve a small amount of her work. The other person you see on that woven scroll. It was said that she was raised by a dragon mother, then went on to found the Flower Feather clan. The uncrowned queen who brought freedom to the weak and to the persecuted Saurians, Leonka.
Malfunction. This is not the way. This is not where you belong. Malfunction who betrayed us all. You dare seek a place to belong?
What's wrong? Are you okay?
Stay back.
If she's a robo-maid, why is she suddenly acting like a lethal weapon? Ah! What's that sound? A lightning strike? It's gotta be a lightning strike. Why couldn't it hit Kniech on the head?
If there was a lightning storm, I'd have thrown you into the sky by now. Aoife mentioned that you'd brought a humanoid machine to the Children of Echoes. I'm working a job at the moment, and the description was a good match for my target. Humanoid machine. Looks like a maid.
Wait! Kniech! Just hold on for a second!
A group of merchants tasked me with locating their missing travel companion. They should be here.
Huh?
What did you think I was about to do? Not every job I take on is a hunt, you know.
All right.
Tell me, is that freaking little one world quest at all worth it, man? Like...
In Neffa?
Ineffa! They found you at last!
My apologies.
Oh no. Your memory's gone again?
Again?
Liyue, Fontaine.
So, are you her manufacturer?
No way. None of us have that kind of skill.
I know?
From now on, your name's Ineffa. Promise me. Remember, you have to come home.
Malfunction.
Ineffa!
Looks like she's getting worse.
Can you guys tell us what all this is about? Where are you?
So sorry. I should have introduced myself. My name's Joachine, and I'm a merchant.
Joachine.
This is my wife and daughter, and the rest are friends of the family. We're all from Nodcry.
Oh.
Not cry.
Wouldn't have been my first guess. How'd you...
That's the thing about Nodcry. It kind of brings together the drifters from all over the world.
Yeah. We're all merchants who ended up finding our feet in Nasha Town. Nodcry. It was going okay until all the trouble started.
Trouble?
The Fatui. They came down from the north. They've made some big moves in Nodcry lately. It's caused quite a bit of friction with the local religious
groups. Ooh.
That's one way to put it. You know what I heard? They pulled the whole moon down.
Oh, damn.
That, plus the incident with the moon statues? Surely the Frost Moon Scions aren't going to take all this lying down.
Anyway, there us regular folks were just trying to make a steady living while getting increasingly worried that it's gonna turn ugly. In the end, we figured heading back to our respective homes is probably the best thing for now. So we decided to make the journey together.
And me?
Your case is, a little different. But you did come here on the same boat as us.
And it was smooth sailing. Until we got attacked by those weird machines as we were...
Weird machines? Inefa saved us all. She jumped off the ship and told us to leave without her.
Really? As soon as we'd found another place to dock, we looked around for some...
Hence why our price negotiation went so smoothly. However, Anne Shalonen is the one who woke her up.
Oh, please. I barely did any. Her core is remarkably resilient. It's a rare find, even among Natlan's source mechanisms. Was Aino the one who
Oh! If so, then we just need to get Aino.
I'm afraid that's not gonna work. The core is most likely just something Aino picked up on one of her scavenger hunts. I doubt she did much beyond salvaging it, and as for the memory thing, Annette's whole reason for joining us on our journey was to come to Natlan and look for her missing memories.
Please, explain in more detail.
Alright. Although I've lost count of how many times we've been through this, and I'm only telling you what you originally told me. Although Aino built you, she never could figure out where your core came from or how it works. The only thing she was fairly sure of was that it's not from Nodcry. Things were fine at the start. You'd occasionally forget to pay for your groceries or add salt to it, until one day you were sweeping the floor and suddenly you forgot your own strength. Nearly took the entire wall down. The worst part of that was, Inefa had completely forgotten that Aino was on the other side of that wall.
Huh?
Aino was fine, of course, didn't bat an eyelid. But since then, Inefa has been searching for a way to try and repair herself. Anyway, a bunch of mechanical parts from Natlan showed up in Nodcry recently, and you noticed they bore some similarities to your core. Then you learned that a group of us were planning to return home, stopping off in Natlan on the way, so you tracked us down and joined the crew. Well, does any of that jog your memory?
No.
Didn't think so.
Has her memory loss always been this serious?
No. When we first set off, she'd have the occasional memory lapse. But I seriously doubt Aino would have let her come on this trip if it had been that bad. But then, the closer we got to Natlan, the worse her symptoms got.
She was already in a pretty bad state by the time she went to fend off those machine things. And now, I wonder if that battle just made things worse.
Poor Inefa.
My friends, I know we've only just arrived in Natlan, but from what I've heard, you're some of this nation's top talents. Is there anything you can do to cure her?
Perhaps coming to Natlan was...
Well, it's too early to say. And don't forget that before I was interrupted by you guys, I'd just started my deep dive into researching the secret source of...
My job isn't done yet either. You wanted your travel companion back, safe and sound.
So, why don't you all stick around? Your ship got attacked, and since then, you've been scrambling to try and find your missing crew member. Sounds like you need some...
Yeah, I was just thinking, we could do with a breather.
How about the Flower Feather Clan? In my tribe, we
Flower Feather Clan.
In the meantime, we'll try to find whatever information we can about Inefa. After all, she has a message for our Tumaini. So this is as much our business as it is yours.
Oh yeah! Paimon had practically forgotten all about that. You guys don't happen to know the code?
Oh, code for the cryptex. Sorry.
You gotta wonder what sort of a person sends a robot with him.
To be fair, they couldn't have known things would get this bad.
Also, Inefa told me she had a backup plan. A backup plan?
Backup plan. Memory.
Huh. Well, as long as we get her memories back.
Oh, yeah, okay, because it's that simple. Wait, you do realize I can't promise anything.
I do. I also...
I'm gonna get in touch with some other people who might be able to help us. Tumaini, Paimon. See you around.
Bye, Kanich! Oh, and bye, How. Actually, that's weird.
You're being very strange today.
Am I? Tell me one strange thing I've said!
That's the strange part. You haven't protested to anything I've done today. Not the original price for the job, not the revised timeline.
That's because I fainted from your stupidity! You stupefied me into a stupor! Got it? Is something wrong with my memory? Or is that really who I think it is? Who cares?
Oh god.
Whew, the last few days really flew by. Do you think Inefa and the merchants are enjoying their stay?
Oh. Hate crime land, let's go.
Do you think Inefa will like this? See? See?
Are you sure? Cause when I asked it who's the better...
It hurts.
Hey, you hear that?
It hurts.
That's the answer it gave when I asked
It
who would win
hurts.
in a fight between the
It
guys.
hurts.
It's just me. Whoa! Is that Tumaini in the flight? Beep?
Probably out mopping up those mad...
Wait, all by herself?
Inefa said that since she lost her memories...
Huh. So, she's awesome. I saw her carrying a whole pile.
All the grown-ups say that they feel much safer leaving the house. We've tried giving her flowers and feathers.
Yeah, we still don't know if she'll like it, though. It's okay, Arieta. She'll love this one. I'm sure of it. But what if she doesn't? This might be... Well, now that all of my mom and dad's other friends from Nog... Alright.
Why is it that Flower Feather Clan has actually good stuff going on with it?
Dad
But it's a
says
hate
everyone
crime.
back home is He thought we should at
No.
least make sure Inefa would... To be honest,
Hate
I can
crime.
kind of understand.
I'm sorry.
So, no,
Crime
she's
boy.
from... He's been there the whole time I was growing up.
Don't worry. Well, you bet. And what she's up...
Yeah, so don't...
No.
Although, I guess we still need to... Who knows? Seems like she takes longer.
Can't we go take it to her?
What am I gonna do? If she doesn't get back soon, I might run... really?
I need my safe space. This is better. I'm a bird.
Threat eliminated. Scan.
Ineffa!
Traveler, Paimon. Annihilation mode disengaged.
Chat mode, huh? Huh. You'd probably get along well with a Fontanian magician friend of ours.
Good morning. Nice to see you again.
Hey! Don't you
These are some standard greetings I learned recently. 3 greetings in a row equal.
Where did you get greetment from?
Yes. My cognition and language modules are, but I have still been unable to retrieve the memory containing the code to the cryptex. I will keep trying. Sincere apologies. Yes, now that a convenient moment to change the topic has presented itself. What is that object in your hand? A new model of source mechanism? Flower. Flowers are plant reproductive.
It's more like a flower built from mechanical components.
Understood. A flower-shaped machine component. What is its function? Which module is it designed for? Is it compatible with...
It doesn't have a function. It's just for looking at. You know, a
cute little souvenir. But if a cryptex is for sending messages, machines are for performing tasks. What about this flower? What is it for? Gratitude?
Yeah. If someone helps you out...
The Flower Feather Clan took me in, so I'm neutralizing threats near their territory.
Yes, exactly.
But is this not tit for tat? I heard Mr. Kenichi use this term.
No! That's completely different.
I will. Gratitude.
In terms of its purpose, think of it...
Memento? Important. Memento.
Here, wear this flower. And this feather, too.
Yes, the name of the
There.
Flower Feather Clan.
Much better. Gotta look... It's just a flower. It's not that heavy. That's right, a souvenir. Sometimes when people have something important to remember, even if you end up forgetting everything, this flower will always keep blooming. It could take 1,000 times, maybe 2,000, but maybe one day, you'll see the flower bloom, and suddenly, you'll remember the reason for your journey. No, everyone's on their own path, and they have to walk it alone. Just as you're... Besides, I have no plan to go to war against him. We both owe each other far more than our mere lives. If either of us actually wanted to claim on that debt, if anything, I pity him. In a way, his situation's not so different from yours. But in his case, it's turned him into something neither human nor dragon. The more he chases the sun, the more it blinds him to the creatures who live by its light. You were once, well, she was once the enemy of humankind. And Ochkan doesn't care to distinguish between you and her like Ishkik and I do. He sees you as the same being. So if you stay behind, and especially if you help me, it'll only stoke the flames of his blind hatred even
I'm guessing,
further.
is a lot of this delving on stuff in the world glass?
On. You have bigger things to worry about than me right now. You have a huge journey ahead of you. Have faith. This tribe will kneel to no one. They will never be slaves. If they lose their leader, someone else will take up them. All right, time to go. Some things are destined to be forgotten. Don't let it get to you. Cross the ocean. Find a new place to belong.
Malfunction who betrayed us all. You dare seek a place to belong?
Ineffa? Ineffa? What's wrong?
I was... Sincere apologies. My cognition module crashed for a moment. It is...
Is it because you've been fighting for too long? Oh, you need to...
Back?
Yeah, of course. Everything else aside, Adieta and her folks will be leaving soon. Don't you want...
Yes. The closer I...
Memory data? So, what about...
It does. Even now, it still hurts. But if I do not recall my memories...
So, is this why you've been spending so much time out here?
When memory data surfaces, there is a high probability that my cognition module will crash.
Yeah, exactly!
Assessing relative combat capability.
1/5?
Traveler. Risk.
I can't thank you enough for hosting us.
It's all right.
She never came back.
Hey now, you'll see her again. And we have so much to look for.
Arieta. Amu. Joashin.
Huh? Inefa?
Also.
Well, I have to freaking do this to get to Nodgrai, so we're doing it.
What does it feel like?
Oh, and we forgot to...
Not cry.
Amphorius, a story that was drawn
home?
out and actually had purpose to be drawn out. This... Why?
Cognition module unable to all the memory data that has presented it if I do recover my memories.
Phew.
What is it that you're afraid of?
Finding near synonyms for mind and conflict. Cognition module. Split. Yes. Once I have been split, will it change the way?
Huh. Now that's a tough question. But if you want my opinion, home is somewhere, no matter how far you fly, there will always be someone back there waiting for you. I guess you could say it's somewhere you... wherever it is that your memories got... Of course, everyone's...
Okay.
And at the end of the day, I mean, who says you can't have... Someone's looking for us. Don't be afraid to recover your memory.
Got it.
Recover your memories. Malfunction. Have you forgotten why you cast them?
See, Lolly.
Oh, it's St. Lolly. Didn't think it'd be you.
Why? Don't you think I'd want to do my part to help the traveler? And anyway...
Ancient history.
If you think I didn't hear that, you're sorely After you parted ways, Kenichi put him in time. Finally, Hao got so infuriated with Kakuku's pestering that he lost his cool and let slip a...
Sovereign ruler? So what?
It is. And I always assumed it was a load of... Wait, really? How? Anyway, the 13 sovereign rulers are not ordinary dragons.
Here we go.
But forms of artificial intelligence
What
created
the
by the Pyro
fuck?
Dragon using secret source technology. They had superior intelligence and greater authority than even the ancient dragons themselves. Each ruled over a portion of Natlan's territory. But one by one, they disappeared during the war with the heroes. Even most of their names are unknown now. Long since buried in the sands of time.
Okay.
If we hadn't managed to pry that tidbit out of a How's mouth, I would have had no idea where to even start.
I always thought that little monster's biggest claim to fame was arguing with Kakuku for an entire day. He has quite a history then, huh?
Not a clue. So far, he has staunchly refused to reveal which of the sovereign rulers he was. My guess is that he doesn't even remember. Remember,
Wait, so
these rulers were supposed to be powerful forms of artificial intelligence. And a How? Well, it hardly seems like he's still in his prime. I'll bet he's lost most of his memories.
Boss.
And
Lost.
yet, despite that, a How seemed to sense the presence of a fellow sovereign ruler when you were nearby. Specifically, it's...
What?
So Inefa's portrait.
Inefa's a
could be. Kanich and Aoife have been keeping a close watch on a How, in case he reveals anything else. But so far, it's...
Darn! So the trail's gone...
Not completely. There's also Lianka and the Flower Feather clan, both of which have triggered a response from Inefa so far. And as it happens, out of the sovereign rulers I was able to dig up information on, there was one who had a very close relation. Her name was the Priestess of Floral Candles and Skyborn Feathers, otherwise known as the Eighth Lord. She ruled over what is now the Flower Feather clan's territory. The records claim that she didn't die in the war with humanity, but was executed by her own kind. Her crime being betrayal of dragonkind by secretly raising a human.
Huh? Shaska, did...
Some of it. Our tribe's origin story has Lianka being raised by a dragon. And of the 6 heroes, she had the closest relationship with dragonkind. After raising her, her surrogate mother then encouraged her to leave the nest. She traveled far and wide, settling disputes between humans and saurians. She didn't pick sides based on past grievances between humanity and dragonkind. Gradually, a community of like-minded people and saurians gathered around her, united by their desire for freedom and equality. And that was how the Flower Feather clan began. But that's as much as the legends say. They never mentioned her dragon mother's name, or what became of her in the...
Oh, sorry. My cognition module is acting up again. At some point during this conversation, you mentioned that the Priestess of Floral Candles and Skyborn Feathers was executed. Might I ask?
Unfortunately, the humans of that time weren't privy to all the details of dragon affairs. The only records we have are vague references from after the fact. It's very possible that this is mere speculation or complete fabrication, so don't give too much weight to it. But for what it's worth, it's said that a curse was placed on the priestess by one of the other rulers. If she truly harbors pro-human sentiment, then for every ounce of goodwill she feels, may her mind be flooded with pain of immeasurable proportions. In the savage conflict and chaos that followed, the priestess's mind was ultimately destroyed.
Jeez, what a bizarre method of execution. Definitely sounds like the history writers used some artistic license there.
I'm fine. This didn't seem to trigger any erratic behavior. So, do you think that my origins have some...
Interesting. Well, it's hard to say what, if any, direct connection you have to the Eighth Lord. But since the name Lianka seems to ring a bell, I brought some woven scrolls with me that might be useful. Have a look if you're interested. Don't say anything. In a moment, I'm going to leave. I need you to... It's just a little spell based on our prior experience. Well, I need to get going now.
Gratitude. Goodbye.
Bye, Sweet Lolly.
Now's your chance. Slip away quietly while they've got their heads buried in those woven scrolls. Meet me at the other side of the settlement.
Hello, traveler. Well, see, Lolly hasn't told you everything. There's another sovereign ruler that Inefa might be connected to.
All trace of this other sovereign ruler was lost after...
It was, my idea. I suggested we bring up the Dragon Mother first and see how Inefa responds. And, well, see, apparently she barely reacted, despite a very strong reaction to the name Leonka. And to me, that says we need to tread very carefully when probing her about the 11th Lord.
She's the one who went missing after the war. Said to be the proudest of all the sovereign rulers, and the most hostile towards humanity. When the Pyro Dragon fell, she couldn't accept that dragonkind had been defeated. She sank into despair and insanity. But the rest is lost to history.
So, humans...
There's no way to find out what became of her. Or even what her name was.
Remember, though, in essence, these sovereign rulers weren't physical entities,
it does
but
fit
pure
the notion
intelligence,
of...
built with secret source technology.
The whole point is that humanity and
who
dragonkind...
knows what happens when a manufactured mind goes mad? Maybe she lost her power and memories. Maybe she split into different personalities.
The point is, if Inefa really does originate from the 11th Lord, then we need to...
What? Have her taken out? Because of some baseless speculation? How would that be any different from what they did to Leonka's mother?
Chaska, what brings...
Anyone with a brain could see you were up to something back there. Unless it's a Paimon brain. Or a robot brain.
Okay, you got us. Actually, we never intended to cut you out of this. It's just that see, Lolly's spell only works on the Traveler. But Chaska, I'm telling you, we have legitimate concerns here. This is not baseless speculation. Ever since Inefa set sail for Natlan, the secret source automatons have been getting increasingly aggressive. It's as if they're drawn to each other. Inefa could well be the 11th Lord herself. And if so, then the moment she recovers her memory, all of us, all of humanity, will instantly become her enemy.
I've been keeping an eye on movements at the Flower Feather clan. Whatever she was in the past, and whoever she becomes in the future, I trust who she is today.
Superman
Even
all over
if
again.
Past and future Inefa are a completely different person from who she is now.
If you're suggesting that there's a volatile force within her, threatening to rise up and take over at any given moment, that makes two of us. But no one ever gave up on me. Not Mama Bird, not Koichi, not my dad. So what right do I have to give up on her? If Leonka was here, I have every confidence that she'd say the same. Besides, even if the 11th Lord rises again and declares all of us her enemy, the solution is simple. We defeat her. The heroes managed it, so there's no reason we can't...
Fine, fine. I had a feeling this might...
Look, I get it. You're only acting like the villain here to make us realize how serious the situation is. You know how I know that? Because when I was a kid, they brought me to you for treatment, and you didn't give up on me either.
Yeah, well, playing the villain is a force of habit for old Granny by this point. Just know you've been warned, all right? Watch out for any new developments and make sure you know where she is at all times.
give me a little more. Just like me a few more minutes. I just need to get laundry going. I'm getting ready for a trip on Tuesday. Be back in just a sec.
Hey, the spell hasn't worn off yet, you know. Anyway, now that we're all caught up, you should get back on Inefa watch, and we should get—
Help! Someone! Oh, Chaska? What do you all do?
Paimon, you were supposed to stay with Inefa.
Oh, right, Inefa. Something weird happened. She got halfway through those woven scrolls and then flew off all of a sudden. Paimon tried to stop her, but she wouldn't come back.
Did something trigger a new memory? This doesn't make any sense. She barely responded when we were chatting. What could it be?
No idea. But it must be something important, because she sure looked like she was in a hurry. Also, she said, Annihilation mode activated.
Okay, Chaska, you're our eye in the sky. Find out where she's gone. We'll inform everyone else. Tell them to be on high alert.
Roger that.
Wait, don't you want to discuss this first? Hey, wait up! Let's fly. Slow down! Paimon's gonna puke! Bullseye!
Target acquired. Activating.
Whoa, are these all secret source automatons? Okay.
Reinforcements have arrived. Traveler, Paimon, Chaska. Gratitude.
Not now. Save it for later. Hey!
A moment, please. Have a safe trip.
Threat eliminated. Annihilation mode disengaged.
Boss, what do we do now? We've tried the same thing several times now, and it isn't working. We can't keep waiting around for her to leave the settlement.
Well, well. An ancient relic from Natlan's dragon civilization. If you want to play with fire, then be my guest. But there is an unpredictable variable you need to watch out for.
Let's fall back. This isn't worth the risk.
Hamu, Hadieta, are you okay?
I'm fine, but Mom's hurt.
I'll be okay. I just hurt my ankle. Inefa got here just in time.
Why would they do this? Why?
Look, no one could have known the automatons would ambush you here. Don't blame yourself.
Wait, how did Inefa know to come here? Did she sense that they were in danger?
Yes, I heard the secret source automatons talking. Even now, I still hear them.
Really? Paimon doesn't hear anything.
Hypothesis. Language module requires translation functionality. Please wait. Finished. Please try again.
Whoa, that was quick. How come you're so familiar with...
I have seen them many times before. At least I think so.
More random memory data, I guess.
Reconnecting.
Wow! It's actually talking.
Hey, what do you think you're playing at? Why did you attack us?
We are under the Fatui's control. They made us attack you.
How is that possible? The captain's soldiers certainly aren't capable of this, and besides, we know everything they're up to. Has another Fatui regiment infiltrated Natlan?
The Fatui invaded my territory, so the automatons went haywire.
Ugh! Why is it getting so choppy? Bad signal, maybe?
Why was it chopped up in the text?
Hypothesis. Distance to signal source increasing, transmission compromised. Combining these words with what I've heard so far, I believe the full message should be: the Fatui invaded my territory, so the automatons went haywire.
Oh. So all the recent automaton attacks, the Fatui were behind it all.
They stole my privileges and took control of the automatons.
They stole my privileges and took control of the automatons.
No.
Mirror of the Dawning Morn detected nearby. Now sending request for...
Mirror of the Dawning Morn detected nearby. Now sending request for Mirror of the Dawning...
Mirror of the Dawning Morn?
Hypothesis. This appears to refer to... me.
Mirror of the Dawning Morn, please come with me.
I think... she wants me to go with her to return the core, so she can repair the damage done by the Fatui.
Wait! You mean... she knows you?
Yes. Before the translation began, she referred to me by a different name, 11th Lord.
What? So, Inefa is the 11th sovereign ruler?
Hold on. This automaton just attacked us moments ago. We shouldn't trust... You say Inefa is the 11th Lord. What proof do you have?
Return to the 8th Lord's territory, and you can restore all of your memory data.
Inefa?
She said, return to the 8th Lord's territory.
8th Lord? Bianca's mother's territory?
You were split, then exiled, and finally reborn.
Ugh, this is getting weirder by the...
Excessive signal interference. Signals should improve as we get closer to...
Wait, you should think this through carefully. I may know a thing or two about the Fatui regiment that entered Natlan recently. They're kind of a special ops team. Definitely not your average...
Oh?
They've been showing up everywhere, hungrily searching for secret knowledge about all kinds of ancient civilizations. They say they're trying to make some sort of inference. The leader of this regiment is a harbinger based in Nodcry, known as Marionette.
Marionette? How exactly do you know all this?
I, heard bits and pieces at the market in Nasha Town, but I figured they were just rumors. Didn't realize it was true.
Is that right? How come I'm only hearing about this now?
That's because I muted myself a little bit.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I was so preoccupied with getting ready for the journey, and like I said, I thought they were just rumors anyway.
Rumors about my rumors.
So these Fatui are soldiers, huh? Who's stronger, them or Inefa?
Inefa, of course. But still, maybe you should try...
You're right. First things first. Amu's injured. We should take her back to the tribe and get her checked out.
11th floor with her memories back. We see humanity as our enemy. Shilonen and Citlali's worst fears might be coming true. We need to tell them.
Look, I know the news about the Eighth Lord and Marionette is very concerning. But we should probably come up with a plan before checking things out.
Understood. Destination canceled. Yes. New destination. Flower Feather Clan.
Traveler, Anefa, could you check that the coast is clear?
Understood. Commencing task.
Arieta, I need you to go keep Mom company while the doctor takes a look at her. Dad has some things to take care of, so I'll be staying out here a while longer.
You're not coming back with us. Why not?
Dad's gotta pack up the luggage and make sure all our goods are safe. Don't forget, they're our ticket to a great new life in Liyue. Don't worry.
Yeah, I always tried to pronounce it
Dad will be
somewhat
back very
better.
soon.
He didn't say
I'm sorry,
Liyue.
girls. I promise it's going to be okay.
I'll get help as quickly as I can.
Is this Joshin's actor Chinese?
Huh? Why'd it stop moving? Has it malfunctioned on us?
Liyue, merchant. His portrait is hung up at the Fatui stronghold.
Oh. I mean,
You're saying Zhuoxin might be a Fatui spy? And he's staying behind as their eyes on the ground.
ooh,
Should
this
we
is new.
really leave Anefa here too?
Interesting.
Not that I don't trust her, it's just... Are you sure you'll be okay keeping an eye on her by yourself? You're not wrong. We need all the intel we can get on Marionette and the Fatui. As far as I'm concerned, they're a bigger threat than any sovereign ruler. Still, even with your abilities, be sure to stay on your guard. And not just because of the Fatui and the 11th Lord. It's that automaton, too. I'm still not convinced we can trust it. Why the sudden request for assistance from the 8th Lord's territory? Are we supposed to believe that Lianka's mother survived? Surely there'd be at least some mention of that in the tribal legends. I don't know. Something just doesn't add up.
Hey, Chaska! Almost ready to go!
That's my cue. I'll be back with the others as soon as I've gotten Amu and Arieta to safety. If you have to leave the area for any reason, be sure to leave a trail.
He's on the move. Huh. So much for keeping the goods safe. Do we think he's going to meet someone? Should we tail him? He won't know he's being followed. This could be our chance to get our hands on some really useful intel. Either about the sovereign rulers or this marionette person.
Shall we follow him? Got it. Stealth mode activated.
Would it not be even stealthier to just...
Do I have to do a stealth minigame again? It doesn't seem that bad. You don't even have the stealth commands. Just... Here. And he does stealthy. He... It's just a little turnip. He is just a little turnip. He's got this. No, no. Fuck! Guess he does not... He...
Stealth mode activated.
So much for stealth mode.
Even stealthier to just not say that out loud? and dig a random tunnel in the middle of nowhere. Unless it's the entrance to one of the Sovereign Ruler's territories.
The territory was sealed by Leonka. This was once one of the secondary access tunnels.
Hey, that was pretty clear this time. What's changed?
Getting closer. Increased activity in language module. Leonka sealed the territory to stop Ochcon finding it.
Huh? You're breaking up again. Oh, looks like the signal's still pretty choppy.
Leonka sealed the territory to stop Ochcon finding it. Later, the Fatui found a weak point and broke in.
Sounds like those Fatui have made this their stronghold. Well, this is probably a good point to stop and wait for reinforcements. What do you think? Enough? Oh no! What's she doing? Just charged right...
Wait.
Traveler, are we going after her? Or...
Promise to watch over her.
All right then. But let's be careful.
Is this a domain?
Something on your mind again?
Make sure something. Make sure something that Nahida's weapon is okay. Or how close are we to the end?
Huh? Where is this? Are we inside the territory?
Yeah. Did you black out or something? You just took off.
Cognition module unstable. Attempting to refresh. It appears that it was accessed by an external source.
Sorry, it was me. I summoned her by similar means to those used by the Fatui to control the automatons. Currently, I am but a lowly service pile. But in the distant past, I was known by another name. The 8th Sovereign Ruler. The Priestess of Floral Candles and...
We got 2 of them?
The 8th Lord? You're Leonka's dragon mother? But weren't you,
8th Lord. Were you not executed?
Moments after I was cursed, Leonka rescued me. Just as she tried to rescue you from the ruins of the battle.
Leonka rescued me? Memory. Missing.
Yes, Leonka changed her memory settings to make you forget. But she did it to protect you. It is the only way our kind could escape from the curse.
How does forgetting everything protect me?
Because the curse placed on us is a pain triggered by certain memories, hardwired into the depths of our minds. A regulatory program that cannot be removed.
Manufacturers often hardwire restrictions like this into autonomous machines to make sure they operate as intended.
Each time you yearn for a new place to belong, each time you feel yourself turning your back on the past, the pain
If she truly harbors pro-human sentiment, then for every ounce of goodwill
it destroys your mind, swallows your soul, prevents you from finding a new home.
Malfunction who betrayed us all. You dare seek a place.
So I'm gonna guess she she's an artificial dragon that betrayed her.
But since you are
But I'll definitely be able to finish it today.
Things were fine at the start. You'd occasionally forget to pay for your groceries or add salt to a dish you were cooking. But that was as bad as it got.
From now on, your name's Inafa.
So too has the exile's curse resurfaced, forcing you to forget all over again.
This is a lot to process.
Automated defense system activated. Privileges overridden. Come quick. Stop the future.
Hey! Please finish what you were saying!
It's gone silent.
It must want us to go further
Well, I have till
right?
5, but I do need to get back to.
Looks like there's...
This is just a secondary access tunnel. If we make
have
it to
till
the
8,
center, there should be other
your
routes
time.
out of the territory. Please come with me. It is my...
Oh, don't look at it like that. We gotta make sure you get back safely, too.
Yes, I too must return.
Do you really trust her, Leonka? This malfunctioning part of the sovereign ruler's mind.
I trust not in her, but in the path that I have chosen. I believe that every conscious being, whatever its origins may be, has the right to freedom.
Cleanup sequence initiated.
Get with me! Get out of my way! Another barrier! Just like the one back at the entrance. Careful! Don't touch it! Another barrier! Just like the one back at the entrance. Careful! Don't touch it!
Wait, what the fuck am I supposed to do? This do I use?
Another barrier! Just like the one back at the entrance. Careful! Don't touch it!
No, still not that. Okay.
Another barrier! Just like the one back at the entrance. Careful! Don't touch it!
Wait, there's a wall. Where's the wall? Oh. Didn't see that.
The curse will bring you pain, and your memories will crush you. It's the same fate they subjected my mother to.
But with this core, you will forget everything for a while. Any memories that evoke a desire to belong, and all your pain along with it, they'll be...
You doing okay, Anefa? You keep spacing out.
I know. Unidentified data is flooding my cognition module. But every memory encounters an error and then terminates at the crucial moment. Unnecessary. Being physically motionless will not cause this erratic behavior to cease. And if we explore this place further, perhaps I'll find a way to fully repair myself. Additionally, some of these memories may yield useful data for our exploration. Searching for access method. Over there. We can use the access module to proceed to the central zone.
Detected 3 unregistered individuals. 1 registered individual.
Ah! Is that the 8th Lord talking? So, you can...
No, this is just an ordinary service bot responsible for access management. At least...
Now calling access module. This is the Temple of Cascading Colors. Ahead is the research facility built by Administrator 1. After Administrator 1, Administrator 2 assumed control.
Are you sure about using this on her? It once belonged to your mother.
It's just one of the many things she researched. I'm not precious about it.
Administrator 2 sealed the facility. It has been locked down to this day. Examining. Sealed status. Danger. Danger.
Things are looking really bad for the children of Echoes. This might be where I have to say goodbye.
You're a good friend, and you've already done more than I could have asked for. There's just one seal left. She and I can handle it.
zone. Goodbye, Administrator 3.
You're there.
Huh? What was that? Get over there and check it out.
Uh-oh! They're gonna find us!
Please come with me.
Ah, there's nobody here. Probably just some server spots chattering away again.
Phew! That was too close. We hit just in time. How did you know where to go, Ineva?
I think I've been this way before. Let's head through here. It'll take us to the other side of the square. Defensive mode engaged.
Shower me with a minute to memory.
Away now.
This passage is only used for drainage and maintenance access, so it's not registered on the system. It's the perfect route for an ambush.
Of course, your usual temple things.
Wait, I hear voices up ahead. Stealth mode activated.
Hey, this is not what we agreed. This is supposed to be over. My job is done. I did everything you asked. Leaked the clues about the ruins, brought her to Natlan, and your response is to attack me and my family?
What the? Does this mean they planted those Natlanese mechanical parts in Notcry just for you to find? So they could lure you here?
It's a possibility.
It was just a little hiccup, that's all. These source mechanisms can be tricky to control.
The last time you reported in, you mentioned she was mopping up machines near the Flower Feather clan, remember? Well, we needed to lure her further out. Hence why we created that little kerfuffle. It's unfortunate that your wife got injured, truly. But hey, look on the bright side. Now that you've shown up, we might actually get the job done this time.
This time? No, no more. Not after you hurt my family. I told you, I'm done.
I think you'll find the risks were stated quite clearly in your contract. And it's not like anyone got seriously hurt.
Your job will be done when you deliver what you promised. Our agreement was that you would bring her here, not just to Natlan, but to this facility.
But...
Did you really expect to get away with shouldering none of the risk yourself? We're writing off your debt to the Northland Bank and letting you get back to your old life in Liyue. That's a lot to ask for nothing in return.
I've been your inside man in Nasha Town for over 10 years now. Is that not enough for you people?
You ungrateful louse. You ran yourself into the ground. And who was there to dig you out, huh? Us! Can you name one single way we made life difficult for you in Nasha Town? Look at you. You've managed to start a business. Got yourself a family.
You have just one simple job left to do. And after that, you're free to go home. In your position, I'd say that sounds like a pretty good deal.
This is the final hurdle. Our attempts to capture the 11th Lord have been derailed every time. But there's only so long until our luck runs out. If another staged attack on your family is out of the question, we could still work this out. But this time, you'll have to do the dirty work yourself.
Me?
This is a replica control device made with Marionette's technology. After we stole the administrative privileges from this territory, it will give you control of any machines built using Secret Source technology. Take it, and use it to capture the 11th Lord.
You seem to have gained the trust of the other variables in this equation. How hard can it be to shake them off and get her while she's alone?
And before you think about disappearing, don't think we won't be watching you.
I can't do it.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
I can't. I won't do it. She saved my life so many times, it would be the ultimate betrayal. How could I look my daughter in the eyes and act like everything's still okay?
So you're gunning for the world's best father now, are you? A guy like you. You're fooling no one.
This is our mistake. We let you have it too easy in Nasha Town. And now, you've forgotten the most important detail in your contract. The termination clause.
I think it's time we parted ways.
Huh? Huh. Enefa, Traveler.
The 11th Lord. And the Variable. We were hoping you might show up.
Wait, the Controller. Without that, you...
You thought we'd hand over the genuine article to you?
That's just a beacon used to set the location for this cage. We've been monitoring your movements ever since you entered these ruins.
Congratulations, Joshin. Your job is finally done. With you here, it was far easier to infer their location.
You were playing me for a fool this whole time.
Don't waste your energy trying to break out. We've commandeered at least half of the systems in these ruins. All available power sources are keeping that cage intact.
No one needs to get hurt today. We aren't looking for a fight. Especially not with Natlan's Tumaini. All we want is for your friend here, the former sovereign ruler, to lead us further inside.
Further inside? But we seem to have reached the center already. There is nowhere else to go.
So it appears. But there's far more of this territory than meets the eye. The dragons possessed vast knowledge, and we've barely scratched the surface. That's where the sovereign ruler comes in. If our supposition is accurate, she has in her possession a secret key that gives access to the core.
I will cooperate. Let the Traveler, Paimon, and Yuashin go.
You never know! These are bad people! Don't trust them!
You are only here because of me. Besides, this is what I want. I need to see the rest of this territory and find out who I am.
Finally, a voice of reason. Gotta hand it to the dragons and their advanced artificial intelligence. But unfortunately, There's no way we can agree to those terms.
How do we know you won't just attack us the moment we let you out?
Yeah, so settle down and get ready to go hungry for the next 3 days. Even you, robot, you'll need charging eventually.
Before I go, they may have left a trail on their way here. Send someone out to cover our tracks. The last thing we need is reinforcements showing up.
This is all my fault. Arieta. Amu.
Huh? Who did that?
Impossible! Every system we hacked is set up to hold them back!
Could it be?
Hold tight.
That must lead to the core! It was beneath our feet this whole time? Take this barrier down!
That was a long way down. Traveler, Enefa, are you okay?
No damage to report. But...
I think I broke a leg.
Hey, you! Thanks for the rescue, but could you have been a little more careful? Oh, and we're back to beep beep again? Well, isn't that convenient?
That is because I no longer need to communicate via that machine. Down here, I can talk to you directly. When the Fatui put all their resources into keeping you trapped, it gave me a brief window to seize my privileges back. In my haste, I was not able to prioritize your safety.
Don't worry about me. I'll just rest up here. After everything I've done, I have no right to hold you back.
But the Fatui may follow us down here.
We will be ready for them. Down here, all is under my control. They are not your enemy, human. They will take you somewhere safe to hide.
Enefa. Traveler. Good luck.
11th Lord, do you now recall the path you once chose?
Not yet. Although... I think this is where I was born. But why? This is your territory.
No, 11th Lord. You were not born here. Rather, this is where you were reborn. Human, you once asked who placed the curse on the 11th Lord. The answer is... herself.
Myself?
After a long and bitter war, our kind was defeated. You survived, but you are now stranded, with nowhere to belong. Gone was the pride you once had as a member of Dragonkind. Gone was the territory once under your dominion. All of it gone, with no hope of return. What were you to do? Strike back at humanity and exact your revenge? Or search for a new home, a new place to belong? Your mind was conflicted as this irresolvable question ran endlessly through it. Finally, your mind split into two. One, the sovereign ruler who swore revenge against humanity. The other, a malfunction who longed to seek a new home.
I mean, who knows what happens when a manufactured mind goes mad? Maybe she lost her power and memories. Maybe she split into different personalities.
The sovereign ruler would sooner perish than suffer a downfall. And so she placed the exile's curse upon herself and upon you. Meanwhile, the malfunction struggled through the pain to seek assistance from her former enemies, Leonka and Ishkik. That is why you came here, praying to be reborn.
So you want to leave your past as sovereign ruler behind, to start over anew? Very well. If the you wish to sever comprises all memories of your enmity, then I'm willing to trust you.
Then I am the malfunction? What happened to the sovereign ruler?
We severed that part of her mind and securely locked it away. Withering away, she finally perished completely, thousands of years ago.
So, she's gone. Without a trace.
Are we almost done with
Yes.
this?
Although the curse she placed upon you yet survives. It is unbreakable. That is why it continues to affect you to this day.
So, that's what that thing is. A curse from the sovereign ruler.
So, she was severed and killed off, but Inepa survived? How does that work? Are they the same person? Dragon?
We sovereign rulers are artificial intelligence built with secret source technology.
Okay.
A fusion of phlogiston and information. In the case of the 11th Lord, the sovereign ruler personality and the malfunction personality split all but completely, even coming to occupy separate physical entities. In human terms, they would almost be considered as separate individuals. But in order to truly sever the connection between the two, and to break the power of the curse for good, you must be rebuilt from scratch with the aid of the source mechanisms located here, just as I was before you. I too was tormented by the pain of the curse, but Leonka severed most of my knowledge and memories, rescuing me from the brink of destruction. It is because her heart is incomplete.
That's fine.
Before the rebuilding process was finished, Ishkik met with misfortune, and the Flower Feather clan became more hesitant to act. Leonka sealed these ruins to prevent their discovery by Ochkan, and sent you out of Natlan for your own safety. That is why you are still plagued by memory loss. But I continued to work tirelessly, preparing everything you would need, waiting for the day that Ochkanatlan would fall, and you would return.
Wow! That's a long time. How long ago was Ochkan around again? Hold on. Paimon knows this.
For the last 2,000 years. You've been waiting here for me?
Imagine my surprise when the first to arrive was not you, but those whom you call the Fatui.
I really need to play the freaking world
They
quest.
proceeded to steal my administrative privileges, plunder my territory, and send the automatons into a frenzy. But all is not lost. Leonka made a backup of the administrator privileges and placed it in your core. With that backup, I can control the source mechanisms within the territory and complete the rebuild that she began. And once you are whole again, I can repair the damage done by the Fatui and open a route back to the surface. If you are ready to continue down the path you started all those years ago, then proceed further into the depths, where I will be waiting for you.
Whew, that was a lot to take in. Let's see if Paimon can wrap her head around all that. So, basically, there was a bad robot who bugged out and turned into half good bot, half bad bot. Then, bad bot cursed good bot, so whenever good bot thinks about the idea of belonging, she gets headaches. Meaning, the only way that Anefa can avoid the pain is to keep forgetting everything. Thanks. Paimon's getting better at this kind of thing. Wait, you did mean that as a compliment, right?
Curse. Malfunction. Belonging. It fits my hypothesis, and it seems to explain all my erratic behavior and cognition.
In that case, shall we keep going like she asked us to?
I believe we should. The Fatui still have control of the upper levels. Their access must be revoked before you can exit the... Besides that, I want to know what happens when I'm made whole. Maybe then...
Oh.
For more, please.
Annihilation mode.
Okay, that's cool.
Installation chamber deployed.
Please wait. Confirming. Administrator 1. Deceased. Administrator 2. Deceased. Administrator 3. Identity confirmed. Lifting restriction.
After 2,000 years, we finally meet again, 11th Lord, Mirror of the Dawning Morn.
And you? You're the... It's okay.
I see the curse haunts you greatly. I cannot fathom how difficult this must have been to survive this endless cycle of pain.
I wasn't alone. I have had company every...
In any case, a few moments from now, your pain will be no more.
Here I am, so close to my... I am the way I am because the 11th Lord encountered a memory. If I regain all of my memories, will I not encounter the same...
Promise me. Remember, you have to come home.
It is. But if my memories turn... If that is the case, I cannot...
Don't worry, Anefa. Everything's gonna be fine. You'll be home free in no time.
Over there. That is the curse?
Yes. For the most part, and yet... Whenever I'm about to recover an important memory, it suddenly kicks in. Almost
So
as
she's
if
March.
It is being controlled by somebody else. That is quite normal, for it is now in the presence of its owner and creator, the sovereign ruler.
The sovereign ruler? My other self? But I thought she perished.
After 2 long millennia, my task is finally fulfilled. What a long journey it has been. We meet again at last. My sovereign, my ruler, mirror of the dawning morn.
Do you think NF is okay? Why isn't she moving?
Here we are, comrades. The core of the ruins.
Ah! It's the Fatui! They caught up with us! We gotta do something! But NF...
Unnecessary.
Oh, damn. Oh, shit! Did she just decapitate them? What the fuck? Such power. Did Nefa do that? Holy fuck!
Missed by a hair's breadth. But now you are wounded, and this time you will not escape.
I'm the protagonist! It's bad I can delay it, but who knows how long it'll take to destroy completely. Whoever, or still, Paimon's in here too.
Why? And whose voice is that? The 8th Lord? But why would Leonka's mother attack us?
Leonka's dragon mother? 8th Lord? I laugh in the face of your folly. Lowly insects. Did you humans really think that by forgetting the past, the curse could be escaped?
Yeah, so Ruby is British, definitely.
And did you really believe that by simply being rebuilt,
At least they're
that
allowing some
traitor
sort of
could
British
avoid
accent in this.
destruction? And this corrupt malfunction could regain her memories? The priestess is long gone.
I don't know why it's not the reverse, that the robot's British and the thing isn't like,
There is no dragon mother here, and
wait,
there never was.
or maybe it,
Only one lord has dominion here. For I am the almighty dragon lord, mirror of the dawning morn, 11th of the 13 sovereign rulers. Kneel before me.
You tricked us! It was you talking to us this whole time! You who lured NF here, and you who placed the curse on her! It was you all along!
Inefa? What a suitably ridiculous name. To me, she is nothing but a smattering of shed scales.
this was obviously
An
dumb.
malfunction that must be destroyed.
It's obviously very dumb.
So you want to leave your past as sovereign?
I applied the curse to curb her resistance, shut down her mind, and silence her lies. Now all that remains is to borrow your privileges and...
Very well. If the malfunction you wish to sever comprises all memories of your enmity, no living thing is born evil. That's not what I believe. The only ones who do evil are those shackled by hatred, those who were never given the opportunity to do good in the first place.
I'll be right back. Let me just...
good and evil? Foolish categories that fail to distinguish between kin and foe. But she is the rotten spawn of the Eighth Lord. Her folly becomes her. I ought to crush this human scum beneath my feet. But without access to the treacherous Eighth Lord's facilities, there is no way to sever you. I must feign civility for now, but in time I shall have my revenge. Once this process is complete, and she realizes that she has destroyed the good instead of the evil, my claws will tear her heart from her chest.
Do you really trust her, Leonka? This malfunctioning part of a sovereign ruler's mind.
You're a good friend, and you've already done more than I could have asked for. There's just one seal left. She and I can handle it. This passage is only used for drainage and maintenance access, so it's not registered on the system. It's the perfect route for an ambush.
Malfunction? Human? You conspired against me?
Consider this getting off lightly. If Lanke was here, or if this was me 20 years ago,
Lanke, are they trying to
you
ship a
wouldn't
Lanke?
have survived long enough to realize you'd been conned. Especially since you tried to con us first. You tried to have this poor child killed off in your place, didn't you? 11th Lord.
Wretched worm! This is unforgivable! How dare you imprison me! And you, malfunction! Your curse shall endure until the sky falls and the ground crumbles! You will never know peace for the rest of your day. It is time to correct the injustice of the past. I would have severed and destroyed you on that fateful day, but instead, I was locked away by that human scum, Leonka. 2 millennia I have been a prisoner in this place. I have spent that time slowly seizing control over the systems and processes, until my reach extended to every inch of this prison. Now, one last step remains before I can finally break free.
How does this have shit to do with Nodcry?
The final secret key is embedded in your core.
Yeah, this you know what this feels like? You know what this feels like?
As the 8th Lord who once ruled this domain, but at last it is within my grasp.
This feels like not the Yunjin Shunha quest, where it's basically Shunha's story quest, but it's like the final part of Liyue. Even though I think there was a Dainsley thing after it, but like actually I think you could play them in either order, from what I remember. But like that's what it feels like way back when, like they're doing it like this. But why? I mean, I get this makes sense as an Archon quest, but like, why is? How is? Hopefully this will relate to Nodcry somehow.
Mirror of the Dawning Morn, please come with me and return the core.
But all is not lost. Leonka made a backup of the...
But isn't this a fucking required Archon? Isn't this required? Is this required or is this not required?
So too shall my vengeance.
Is this required though? Like I thought this was supposed to be like a Nodcry prelude.
Wretched!
I cannot let you get away with this.
You fool! In a map seconds.
If it is, it would be like the Shunha. It is. That's what I thought. It's required. So it feels like Shunha's quest.
What?
That's It's. I understand why it's required, but what it really has anything to. mean, I guess maybe it's just the last actor that Notlon had something interesting to offer, but.
She destroyed her own core? I wonder how Marionette will react to this.
Yeah, I mean, just like...
The light?
The Fatui?
Don't act so surprised. I'm just one of her many projects. As reconnaissance missions go, this outcome is a little underwhelming, so let me reignite your flame one last time. Sovereign Rule, show us one final glimpse of your glory. No wonder. Marionette told us to watch out for you, but if you think you're getting out of here alive, we'll
So
see
they
what a
edited
crazed
now.
sovereign ruler in the throes of death has to say about that.
You would dare sabotage my revival! Destroy my path back to Dominion! Ugh, so be it! Since you seek a new place to belong, I shall grant welcome to your new home, where we all shall be buried.
All for the freaking
Oh,
message.
my sovereign. This is one battle from which there can be no triumphant return. But in this moment of my downfall, I can at least turn this prison into a graveyard of all traitors, past and present.
Is this place collapsing? It's so big. Even if we succeed here,
There is no escaping the destruction. Here in the depths is where you belong.
After 2,000 years in exile, searching and forgetting, our path was always going to end in our demise. This shall be the final resting.
I
Oh.
am no sovereign ruler. I must return. People are
illogical. You are not authorized to. We are back where we belong. Now, parrot.
No. Somewhere in my memories lies the key.
Maybe no single nation is our home.
Where exactly is home to you?
Searching your memories? The curse is still active. This will only hasten your demise.
We're all from Nodcry.
Cross the ocean. Find a new place to belong.
What an amazing machine. Where are you
It's
from?
okay.
Such a hard worker. Fancy making this your new home?
The Wild Hunt! Look out!
Impossible. Where is this data from?
Baby.
Your name's Inappa. Promise me. Remember, you have to come home.
Baby.
Return.
Data overload. Capacity exceeded.
As long as this gem's around, the heart that Ishkik built you should keep beating away. It may take centuries, even millennia, but one day, may your new memories transcend your pain and rage to conquer the curse that shackles you.
What kind of gem is it?
Nothing special, really. To quote my mother, it's nothing but an empty shell now. But if you break free of the curse, then maybe...
Huh?
Nothing. An interesting idea suddenly occurred to me. Let's make this the final secret key.
The final secret key is...
And Nefa fights her.
Warning. Cannot pause indefinitely. Please complete the battle promptly.
Since the core is powered by phlogiston, you can use that same power source to control it. In which case, the priestess's research would suggest that this thing might be a better fit.
That was put by the usurper, along with the three gods who abandoned us. It can't be.
Break the shackles you were born with. Transcend the curse you were given. Follow the path of your choosing till you discover where you...
It cannot be.
Farewell. Last of the Sovereign Lords.
Nefa! Your core! It's fixed! And is that?
Suggestion. Exit first, discuss later. Calculating. Remaining time, 30.
She awakened through her persona.
For a moment there, Paimon was worried.
29. 28.
Hey, are you guys all right? The automaton suddenly stopped moving.
There's so many guys that's like, oh, I did a bad thing, but I'm sorry, I'm...
Estimated time to Foundation cave-in. 20 seconds.
Huh? Huh?
A place to belong. I too once yearned for it.
Shilonen, how much longer till it's unlocked? We need to get inside ASAP.
Be patient, okay? I'm working on it.
Let's trust that the Traveler can handle things in there. Shilonen says she detected a huge energy source underground. We can't just break in or we'll risk endangering everyone in this entire area.
But...
If we're here much longer without any progress, I'll do what I have to.
Oh!
You unlocked it?
No, they made it out on their own.
We finally escaped. Luckily, the cave-in only affected the lower levels. You alright there, bro?
Ah, another triumphant return for R2 Miney. And Anefa, it's good to have you back. I assume this means you found the answers you were looking.
Yes.
Huh? Amu? I thought you hurt your leg. How come? Oh.
You! How could you do this to Arieta and me? You lied to us for over 10 years?
This guy deserves a fucking whipping.
Before anything else, I suggest we let this gentleman and Anefa tell us the whole story.
Sovereign rulers, mirror of the dawning morn, priestess of floral candles, and
seems like a house forgotten quite a lot.
So you began life in Natlan, then spent 2,000 years adrift in
What I want to know
Nocra?
is
In an endless cycle of
easily
losing your
divorced.
memories
If
and
they-
trying to find them.
What I want to know is that how she originally looked?
But it
Was
sounds
it just
like
her
it took all
core?
2,000 years worth of memories to successfully overload the processing power.
None of us had any certainty that the plan would succeed in the far future. Not I, not Ishkik, not Lianka. And yet...
Now you've remembered everything. Do you have a sense?
Well, I was born and then reborn in that land. And it was the people of this nation who set me on my journey. I can't seek for a sense of belonging in a world that no longer exists. That would make me know. Instead, I will show my gratitude to them by honoring their wishes.
Well said.
So, to cut to the chase, did you find the code for that letter or not?
Oh, shoot! Forgot all about that.
Okay, good.
Sincere apologies. I left the cryptex back at the Flower Feather Clan to make sure that I wouldn't.
Still
lose
doesn't
it
take the
out in
fact
wild.
that there's freaking dragon
Please come back
robots
with
in
me,
ancient
and
not
we can
not
inspect
long.
it.
I'm so sorry that I kept this hidden from you. The Northland Bank isn't gonna let me walk away from this. Nor is the Nodcry Aprishniki. You should...
Oh, should I now? You think I'm the one that's gonna let you walk away, do you? Idiot! You're...
Looks like you all need some time to calm down after everything you've been through. If you're worried the Fatui are still... We welcome everyone. From old friends to old enemies turned new friends. Go and find where you belong.
I think... I've already...
It's interesting that it's interesting that I know Inefa and Bennett's quest have a similar theme. About where you belong. It's just not handled well, either
Here
of
it
them.
is.
Like,
The
honestly,
cryptex.
Bennett's quest is handled better.
So then, what's the code? Or
Please see the casing that holds the combination code discs. The sender had me etch the code onto the casing so that I would not...
wait, hold on. 1.
Yes. The sender said...
Who is this person?
The sender said... Surprises are best saved to the end.
Okay, now your memory's getting a little too. What's with the firecrack?
Dear Honorary Knight, I've heard a lot.
Varga! The honorary... No, I'm not reading all this. Cool.
Anyway, I'm sure this is as dull to read as it is to write.
This was okay. Okay, fine, we'll chat with her.
I plan on staying in Natlan for the immediate future. When the time comes, perhaps we can try. Mirror of the Dawning Morn wanted control of the machine, but they quickly saw through it. Lianka took advantage of her arrogance and turned her plan back on itself. She was far more powerful than I, so that's the true story of why.
Well, I guess
Lianka
it
walked
makes
down
sense.
the
This was
Eighth
still
Lord's
basically 2
territory.
hours. I think I
I
pieced
plan
out
on
for like
staying in
that.
Natlan for the immediate future. When the time comes. You mean this thing that looks a lot like a vision? Ishkik embedded it in my core. According to the Eighth Lord's research, it can harness a power source more fundamental. Mirror of the Dawning Morn said it was. I plan on staying in that land for the immediate future. When the time comes, having spent most of the last 2,000 years in Nodcry, I am well situated to provide you with a full and deep memory damage. Hypothesis. Most of my memory, but I will never. I plan on staying in that land for the immediate future. When the time comes. The Eighth Lord. She never betrayed Dragonkind, even though she harbored goodwill towards human beings, and despite facing execution, she never once doubted herself or tried to escape. Even if, just as Lianka was determined to stick to her own path, the Eighth Lord remained a proud. I plan on staying in that land for the immediate.
Do I need to stream that? I'll play this on my own. I'll play that on my own. I don't have time for it to play it with you here. Alright. I think this is more worth it doing it here. Yeah, okay. Oh, hello.
Big and juicy grain fruit.
Analyzing. Green fruit can be added if Ino consumes only smetana and lakaberry.
Add Astra. Thank you for complete.
Ah, yes.
Have you ever seen it?